What's going on, everybody? This is Preston here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on the final lap incident or the overtime incident between Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain. So this is just my thoughts on what happened, and just from my point of view, from what I believe. So, and yes, as a Denny Hamlin fan, this is going to sound what some of y'all think. So yeah, with 2 laps to go, Hamlin and Chastain were like a row back, or a row. Hamlin's in front, in the row in front, and Chastain was the row behind. And then once I got in turn one, Hamlin's car said it was plowing, like it was plowing tight. Then he got up and went into Ross Chastain, which that was intentional contact, by the way. He did meant to put Ross Chastain in the wall, and you want to know which is deserved because Ross Chastain, he always races like that, and so. Yeah, which in my opinion, Chastain, always deserves to be like that. And Chastain just deserved it because he's been racing like that, and still he took out Hamlin at the Clash. So that's why I totally get that. Chastain, man, still needs to be taught a lesson of how much aggressiveness can you be. And I feel like what Hamlin did there to Chastain was justified, in my opinion. But it costed him a top 10 finish. And Hamlin said in his podcast that if he wouldn't even finish in the top 10 regardless if he wanted to make contact with Chastain. So yeah, so everyone else had better fresh tires than him. So yeah. But and then from the in-car view, Hamlin and Chastain made even more contact, and then coming to the last lap, they didn't touch anything. So, and yeah, guys, here we go again. The rivalry between these two. But a lot of people have been saying, what Denny Hamlin said back in his podcast was like it was like a stupid idea to go up there and put Chastain in the wall and causing him more bad finishes, which, it's understandable because Hamlin did have a top 5 car all day. He deserved the top 10, not a 23rd place finish, which I totally get that. But, so, yeah, again, this is just my opinion. No intro, no anything, just a plain old raw video. This is how it's going to go up onto my YouTube channel. So, yeah, so Hamlin and Chastain, they made contact into turn 1, so, yeah, they made contact, and Hamlin got the track out tight, forced Chastain up into the wall, and Hamlin got back at Chastain again, which is really funny, to be honest with you. It's really hilarious, because, come on, it's Ross Chastain, man, he always races aggressive, so, yeah, but, I don't want this to happen. But the thing is, a lot of people like this feud, but obviously for me and to my standards, I don't. I kind of don't, guys. It's good. It is good for sport, good for entertainment, which yeah. But I don't want this to continue anymore. I just can't because if y'all's favorite driver was in the same, we would have felt the exact same way as I'm feeling. But I just don't want this feud to keep going or keep escalating. Denny Hamlin said he does want to have a truce with Chastain, so hopefully Chastain can stop with his over aggressiveness all the time and just get his now racing with respect. So. Towards the end of 2022, ever since that Pocono race, Chastain's been perfectly fine. So, and then he got him back again at the Clash. So, and then Chastain did that famous wall ride at Martinsville, which don't worry, guys, I still find that to be one of the coolest moves I've ever seen in NASCAR. Still one of the coolest moves to this day. Even though it took out my favorite driver out of the playoffs, out of a championship. It was still a great move. So, yeah, but again, guys, about Ross Chastain, I really want to like this guy. I really do, but I just can't. I can't like him. I just can't like this guy. He's just getting annoying. He's just really annoying now. And he's from my home state, Florida. I like what he does with celebrations, but to be honest with you, and this is for real, I don't like watermelons. This has nothing to do with Ross Chastain, just watermelons in general. I just don't like them, guys. I truly don't like watermelons, guys. It's my opinion, so I don't like watermelons at all, guys. I don't, so... Yeah, that's kind of a sour taste in my mouth, or it just doesn't taste really good to me. So that's why. So yeah, but so yeah, I just don't. I want this feud to at least stop by the end of this year. By this year, hopefully the Ross Chastain Denny Hamlin incident will stop soon. Which I think Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain are now even at this point. Well, I think they're now even because. But at least he took out Chastain in the process. So at least I'm happy with that. But still, Hamlin should have at least finished in the top 10. Should have gotten a better finish than that. But hopefully Atlanta, he'll do fine. He'll do great. Which hopefully he doesn't make that. Hopefully he doesn't crash out like he's done last year. Oh my gosh, that would be so painful. I do not want to have another start to last year. Last year was god awful. But so, yeah, again, the contact that happened between Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin on the final lap, Hamlin said his car was really tight, but the thing is, when he said in his podcast, he basically said, Chastain, you're coming with me. That's probably one of the most savage comments I've ever heard from him, besides from the he's just a hack term and the S-short track racing term. Besides from those two, you're coming with me, that is another savage term that Hamlin said. That's another reason why I like Denny Hamlin right here. Savageness, okay? Such a cool guy. So, yeah, Denny's such a savage, guys. It's just, I like drivers who are like that. So, yeah. So that's just me. That's just how I feel. Not everyone's going to feel the exact same way, which I get. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, Chastain did deserve this. I mean, he's been screwing around with Hamlin way too much, and he's just fed up. So, and I totally get that. Once the driver messes you up so many times, just learn his lesson. But hopefully Chastain can clean up his actions. Let's just hope. Please. I want a truce between Chastain and Denny Hamlin. If there's actually a truce, I'll gain some respect for Chastain back. I'll gain my respect for Chastain back if he can just stop being way over aggressive and I'm not saying this. I am not saying he can't be aggressive. That's not what I'm trying to say. He can be aggressive, just don't do it too much. Just don't take it over the line. And he's been doing that recently, so that's all I gotta say really. But I get why Hamlin said he felt kind of dumb for doing that. I mean, dumb for because Hamlin's team did deserve a top 10 finish and just choked it away right at the end of the race. So yeah, which is a risk, and that does happen. And a lot of people say Hamlin should win so he get better payback. I get that, but I mean, technically you can get not payback at any speed track like super speedways. The only way you can possibly get payback is to spin the guy out, but hopefully it don't cause a big crash. That's just me in my opinion, but yeah, like I said, hopefully this feud will end soon. I know a lot of y'all will disagree with me. I know some of y'all will disagree with me, and that's fine. If you disagree with my thoughts, that's fine, as long as you respect my thoughts on them. So, yeah. Hopefully, this feud will stop. So, and hopefully they'll get a truce together. We need a truce. Chastain and Hamlin, please check out a truce with each other. Please. I just want a truce with y'all. And one cool thing about what Hamlin said on his podcast, like Denny Hamlin said on his podcast, is that he wants to have Ross Chastain on his show, which that's good. Well, that's good. That you invited Chastain to the show. Well, that's cool. So hopefully, this feud will stop. But Yeah. So, yeah, what do you guys think about this Ross Chastain Denny Hamlin incident at Phoenix? At first, I didn't know why he fell out, but then once I realized Chastain was behind him, I knew something was up with those two, and I was right. So, yeah, guys, Hamlin should have finished in the top 5. He should have finished in the top 10 at Phoenix and Las Vegas, but just wasn't the finish they've been doing. So, hopefully this doesn't continue on forever or for long, and hopefully this doesn't continue for long. So, yeah. So in conclusion, Denny Hamlin tried to get payback at Ross Chastain. Well, put him up in the fence. He didn't wreck him. He just put him in the wall. And then he ended up rubbing him, which it was worth it for payback, but it costed Hamlin a good finish. So he gave payback to Ross Chastain, but it costed him a good finish. So I'm just gonna put it that way. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And anyways, this is Preston signing off. And remember, this is just gonna be a raw video, so no edits, no nothing. This is coming straight from my laptop. Peace out.